We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the LA Dodgers and the Cincinnati Reds. This should be a fun battle to watch, and it'll take place right after this. Luis Castillo, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Big arm. This is a guy that when he learns to control the strike zone, particularly with his off-speed pitches, has a chance to improve in a short amount of time. Mid to high 90s fastball with a lot of movement. His breaking pitches need some refining, but if he takes that next step and starts to get that breaking stuff over, look out. This guy could get better really fast.
Coming to the plate now, Justin Turner. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come in trying to put together a complete ball game as they've lost their last two.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
The 1-1 is looked at off the plate for a ball. The 2-1. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. And the pitch.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
Now the payoff pitch home. In the air out to right. Castellanos is there to put it away for out number 1.
Batting second, the shortstop, Corey Seager.
Now to the plate, Corey Seager. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch coming. Here it is. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. Throw not in time to get him. And how about that? An unlikely infield single.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
From the stretch, smoke toward the hole, and that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, a little top of the order lightning right here, Dan. The second and third guys in the batting order throw knocks out there, and now you're staring a monster in the face.
D-Row, this is just what you don't want to face as a pitcher, right? You get the 2 and 3 hole guys up, and all of a sudden now it's 4, 5, and 6 going to have to get through the meat of this tough batting order.
Cody Bellinger is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Seager at second, Betts at first, 1 gone. 2 balls and no strikes. The count to the Dodgers center fielder.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
And there's the first strike, 2-1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
And it's fouled away. Full count to Bellinger, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Popped him up. Suarez waits on it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 31, Josh Peterson.
So next to bat will be the left-handed hitting Jock Peterson. He's a long ball threat, of course, currently number 4 in the National League home run race.
Yeah, and here we are several weeks into the season, and this guy has been absolutely killing the ball. I think he's got a chance to be near the top in home runs when it all shakes out.
A 100% agreed, D-Row. When you get this late into the season, he's not doing it with smoke and mirrors. This guy's off to a great start, and I expect to continue all season long.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Count is even at 1-1 to Peterson. For his career in this matchup, he's gone 3 for 8. He's taken him deep once. The 1-1. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
2-1, here it is.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Dodgers strand a couple. Now it'll be the Reds' turn. No score. Clayton Kershaw, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
At the plate, Nick Senzel. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Reds, the center fielder, Nick Senzel.
The pitch. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Dan D-Row, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
All right, Matty, they show up for game 1 of this road trip. They have to find a way to play a little bit better baseball. Coming off a recent homestand where they were only able to squeak out 3 wins, but at the end of the day, the way this team's been playing, 3 wins is a significant positive. So let's see how game 1 of this road trip treats them.
Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Bellinger's under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting second, the first baseman, Joey Votto.
Into the box now, Joey Votto, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here it comes.
1-1.
And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. The 2-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. On the move is Peterson. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Batting third, the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
Stepping in, Eugenio Suarez. He enters this one second in the National League round trip category.
Yeah, man, what a year this guy's having. Hey, D-Row, this guy has more RBIs than anybody in the league.
He's having a monster season, Dan, and I can't help but fall in love with guys who just have that ability to drive in the big run. I can name you every guy on every team I played that had that knack for coming through in a big spot.
No balls and a strike to count. Two out, nobody on. Oh, 0-2, the count to Suarez.
Your eyes light up from the offensive side playing in a hitter's park like this. Have to get the ball up to do some damage.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Reds turned away first time through. We'll go on to the second in Cincinnati. Still scoreless on the show. And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy, currently 9th in the NL in hitting, entering play.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. That evens it up 1-1. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Now the pitch. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. So it's a solo shot to dead center, number 13 for him on the year, and the Dodgers strike first, 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Stepping in now, James McCann.
Number 34.
As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Here's the pitch. In for strike two. No outs, nobody on. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he could put up similar numbers in this one.
Into the box, Gavin Lutz. As he'll take a look at ball one. Lutz stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. A ball and a strike.
Count 1-1.
And that misses, 2-1. Dodgers have the early 1-0 advantage as we play the second. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
He loses him on ball 4.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 22.
So a runner at first with one man gone. And up next will be the pitcher, Clayton Kershaw. From the belt, kicks and deals. And now the bunt attempt from Kershaw, and it looks to be a good one. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Now batting, the third baseman, Justin Turner.
So stepping in, Justin Turner flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. He's set. Here it comes. Popped him up. Casale is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. But the Dodgers are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 LA. Digging in, Mike Moustakas. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Mike Moustakas.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Even 1-1 count to Moustakas. One and two now as that one's fouled off. The pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. One out, nobody on. Count is even 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Bellinger is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 44.
Digging in, Aristides Aquino will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First offering on its way.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Reds are down and ordered. It remains 1-0. Ready for another chance? Corey Seager, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Seager.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning. So he's aboard again with his second hit of the game here in the top of the third. And there you see the Dodger leaderboard in that category as he currently ranks second best on the club. So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
And from the list of stats you never want to hear if you're a pitcher, we have this. It's only the third inning, and he's already allowed more hits than he did in his entire last outing.
So here's Cody Bellinger as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
I got a ball, one strike.
Runners at second and third here. Nobody out. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Hey, there's a ton of reasons I could give to you as to why this guy has been such a good pitcher in his career. But I think this is the biggest one. His ability to work out of nasty jams. Two guys in scoring position right here. Interested to see how he works out of this.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The left fielder, number 31, Josh Peterson.
So it's second and third with one gone now. And in steps a former World Series hero, the outfielder Jock Peterson. From the belt, the pitch.
Nope, ball one.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
The 1-0.
Ball two.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
Runners are at second and third with one down. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. All even now, 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals.
You got a full count. 3-2.
Max Muncy is on deck. And this misses for ball four. The second walk he surrendered here in the first three innings.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
So the bases are loaded here with one man gone, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitter Max Muncy.
The last at that, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches. That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater. Oh, 0-1, here it comes.
Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. 1-1, here it is. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. This is lined into the gap in left center, and he's going to come through here with extra bases. 1 run is scored.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Roll. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
So now to the plate, James McCann, fielded by Votto, and he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Now batting, the second baseman, Gavin Lutz.
Next for the Dodgers, Gavin Lutz. He drew a walk his first time up. Looking to minimize the damage here. And a ball, 1-0.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score any more here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Ready with the 2-0. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
The set and the 3-1 pitch. Hot shot down the line. And he tries to get to the backhand, but it gets on by. 1 run is in. Throw comes to second. Throw to second, and he's out. That ends the inning, but 2 runs do count on the play. So it's 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Reds nothing. Stepping in, Freddie Galvis, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First delivery to him on the way.
Here we go. Ball, that's out.
Line drive to left, and the Reds have their first hit of the game.
Batting 8, the catcher, Kurt.
Standing in, Kurt Casale. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set, and the pitch.
Ball, that's low. That's right. Good eye.
Ball
And
2.
now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here, 3-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Popped up. Lutz is there. And that's the first out of the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he's holding down the top spot in the circuit here for the month of June. So one gone now in the Cincinnati third, and digging in to hit next, it'll be the pitcher Luis Castillo. Here comes the first pitch, and they'll try and play for one here as he gets this one down. There's one. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the one there.
Now batting.
He got the bunt down, but he didn't deaden it enough. Really good job by the first baseman to charge in and make a good throw to second to get the lead runner.
So striding in, Nick Senzel. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A bouncer to the left side, scooped up, throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Reds nothing. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the opposing starter work very hard. His pitch count is high, so it seems they'll be getting into the bullpen sooner rather than later.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Clayton Kershaw. He did his job and laid down the successful sac bunt in his first appearance.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Behind 0-2 now. Dodgers pitcher trying to deal with a 1-2 count at the plate. And he popped him up. Suarez in foul ground, but this will land untouched. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. On he pops it up. Suarez in foul ground, and no one will track it down. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another payoff pitch. And he misses with it. Ball 4. And a terrible start to the inning as he's walked the pitcher leading things off.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
At the plate, Justin Turner. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
High in the air out to center field. Senzel's got it, and there's one gone.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Corey Seager.
One gone now in the Dodger fourth, and striding to the plate will be Corey Seager. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and blasted foul to the right. And wow, that got all the way out to the Riverfront Club. The 0-1 on its way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Seared down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Pause, now the pitch. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
Here's Mookie Betts. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. On its way is pitch number 75.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Here's the 1-1.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive and a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
The 1-2.
That's out.
Five runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. 2 runs on the board after the home run by Mookie Betts. Home run number 15 for him thus far, as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, teams have absolutely been teeing off on him the last couple of games. He gave up 3 bombs last time out, and he's already given up 2 here in the early going. You want your pitchers to be consistent, but not consistently bad.
Here comes the Red skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart here tonight, and these fans will not be terribly appreciative, I don't imagine, as he was pretty much dreadful in this one. Jose De Leon answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
De Leon.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now.
35. Cody.
And he hits it hard to the right side. Moustakas has it. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is over. But the Dodgers do strike for 2 coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Reds nothing. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
1 ball, no strikes to count. There's a breaking ball that he didn't quite get on top of. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one, but that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Now, that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Eugenio Suarez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
The 1-0 home. Misses for the second ball.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
The 2-0 on the way. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. A runner at first with no outs here. Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number 1.
Well, his struggles continue.
Batter,
it's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
In now, Mike Moustakas. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Let's go, Red. Here we go.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Now the 2-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Runners on first with 1 down.
Here we go, here we go.
Count even at 2-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Hit softly down the line at first.
Halfway to the plate, this hitter's wondering why he even pulled the trigger on that. His hands feel like he's being stung by wasps right now.
There's ball 4.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Now at the plate, Nicholas Castellanos. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. From the stretch.
Ball.
Big spot right here. Got to find a way to get back in this ball game and scratch a run across.
The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Let's go, Nick.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Ball, inside.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Come on, you can do it.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. This one's down to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Hey, that wasn't the prettiest of swings, guys, right there. That's not how you usually draw it up. But that's a line drive in the box score the next day.
Into the box now, Aristides Aquino, as Kershaw will get the upper hand here with strike 1. First time up, he went down looking.
Come on, Red.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Nope, that's down. Oh, yeah. All right, Red.
Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. They get the force at the plate.
The bat, the shortstop, ready.
So 2 are gone now for the Reds in their half of the fourth. And up next, the former Philly shortstop, Freddie Galvis. Kershaw comes set. First pitch on its way.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Galvis behind 0-2.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And the 29th pitch of the inning is swung on and missed, and that'll finally end it. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this.
You don't want to push me too far. Stay low, low. Baby, you was messing with a star, right?
Here's Jock Peterson now.
Leading off for the Dodgers, the left fielder, number 31, Jock Peterson.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Nope, that's the ball.
And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. The 1-0.
Hey!
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is off the plate, up and away. Looks at a fastball low here, and it's full. 3-2. Max Muncy is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3. There's the look at the final line for the Reds starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Well, this one's really easy to dissect. Too many pitches left over the heart of the plate. 3 bombs allowed in this one. He's going to have to do a better job of throwing quality pitches down the road.
Ready once again, Max Muncy, who drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
1-1 to the Dodgers' first baseman.
1-1.
So 1-1.
Hey!
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
One of the toughest pitches they hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at-bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
At the plate now, James McCann, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. No hits to this point. The 1-0. Fly ball out to straightaway right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds' offense with their manager between innings, and flat out he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
For the Reds.
Thank you, Heidi.
The catcher,
Ready now, Kirk
Kirk.
Casale. They'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Now the pitch. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. Two and one after the foul ball there. Now here's the pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Now the 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the fifth underway.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet,
Now
so maybe
back.
this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jose De Leon. First at-bat of the game for him here in the fifth, as he was a late entrant into this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Nobody out, runner on first.
Come on, Red!
And the pitcher is in fact bunting here as he puts this one down. Kershaw's only play at first, so it's a successful sacrifice.
Now batting, the center fielder, Nick.
Now batting, Nick Senzel. Here's the first pitch to him. In there, and it's 0-1.
1-1.
Has a look, now the pitch. And that's in there as well, 0-2 now.
I got the count. 0-2.
Fouled away.
Get that ready.
The 0-2 once more.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Come on, Red.
Hit down the third baseline. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
In is Joey Votto now. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Kershaw comes set, and the pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. One left for Cincinnati. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Coming to the plate now, Gavin Lutz. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
The pitcher, number 22.
The pitcher, Clayton Kershaw, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
It's a great job right there to pull that one back, make the count 1-0, and get this defense on its heels a little bit. The number one thing, if you're going to be a good bunter, you have to get strikes.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And he pulls back the bunt attempt, 2-0.
And this guy can hit a little bit too, so you just can't lay one in there 2-0.
Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. From the stretch. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Here now the 2-2. It's bunted into the air, and the catch is made for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, Justin.
Now back to the top of the Dodgers order, digging in, Justin Turner. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. And that misses for ball one.
1-0.
You got to love that as a hitter right there. It doesn't happen much, but when it does, you have to find a way to take advantage of the count.
Runner at first here, one man out. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
3-0 now. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
And that misses ball four, so it's first and second now with only one away.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Corey.
Next at the plate will be Corey Seager. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Ready with the 0-1. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. And that one reaches the power stacks. What a shot. So a 3-run shot to right center field. 7 home runs for him on the year now as they just continue to pour it on here. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Up next
At the
for
plate, Mookie Betts.
the right fielder.
And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
2-1 now to Mookie.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now this one's crushed. Left field line. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. The 2-2. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. And Moustakas has this one for route number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Now in the box, Cody Bellinger. No thump out of him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0 for 3. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. But the Dodgers strike for 3, all courtesy of the 3-run home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's the Dodgers 10 and the Reds nothing. Now at the plate, Eugenio Suarez. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
2-0 now. And the pitch. Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mike Moustakas. Here's the first pitch to him. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Let's get it together, Red. You can do it, Red. Come on.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Moustakas is one of the very few left-handed bats that displays a lot of power against left-handed pitching. He drives the ball well in these matchups, which simply has not been the case very often in baseball.
Yeah, and I think it all starts with his front shoulder. I mean, so many times you see left-on-left matchups, and what is it? Slider in the dirt, fastball that lights up a left-handed batter. Not with this guy. He keeps his approach short, keeps that front shoulder tucked, and plays with the big part of the field.
Here it is, the 3-0 is looked at for the first strike.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there. Right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
The 3-1. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4-hole hitters. But he's got to focus here because this guy in the 5-hole is just as dangerous.
So striding forward now, Nicholas Castellanos. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Let's do it, Cincinnati!
First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope, outside.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1.
The Reds have been searching for that big hit all game long. Let's hope they can get it. They're starting to run out of time. It's about time for something to happen.
Kershaw now on 1-1.
You got 2 balls.
Boy,
one
this
strike.
hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
The 2-1 home. None out, runners at first and second.
Let's do it, guys.
Still 2-2. And Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3-2.
Let's go, Cincy!
Now the payoff pitch home.
Nope.
And he misses
Ball 4.
again as the command is definitely letting him down now. It's ball 4.
I think he was trying to be a little
bat.
too fine there, and a
Number
walk is the
44.
result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Standing in, Aristides Aquino. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. From the stretch.
Ball.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
The 1-0 home.
Nope.
Misses above the zone for a ball.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Tight spot. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Two balls and a strike.
2 balls.
I'm not going to lie, I thought he lost it right there. He had no feel for the baseball, missing wildly several balls in a row, but able to attack the zone right now. Let's see if he gets back into it.
Let's go, Cincinnati!
Below the zone, a swing and a miss. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch.
Helpful!
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Drive him in now!
Now the 3-2 pitch is at the knees and called strike 3.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when
The
you throw
batter,
that
number
pitch
3.
in a 2-strike
Good
count, but
stop.
clearly he wasn't
Ready.
looking for it, so it's a
Go,
backwards
Vic.
K for him.
Into the box, Freddie Galvis, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Didn't quite catch the zone there, ball one. Bases are loaded with only one out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The 2-1 home is in there for strike number 2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
We can't hear it from here, obviously, but I think someone in the dugout just yelled, "Wear it," because that could have been a run.
And now a swing and a routine fly ball out towards center. In there, a base hit. He'll get it into second. Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the play. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Stepping up now, Kurt Casale, and their runners at the corners now. He's set. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike one. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And this pitch misses to the Reds catcher. Now 2-1. Looking to minimize the damage here.
Oh, that's it.
Here's the game within the game. You have a better matchup on deck. You got a 3-1 count in this situation. Don't be afraid to put him on base and attack the next guy.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he misses again. Ball 4. And his control is really letting him down now.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Philip Irvin will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Philip Irvin.
Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first 2.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Lucas Sims comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Lucas.
Digging in, Jock Peterson. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Leading off for the Dodgers, the left fielder, number 31, Jock Peterson.
Now the pitch. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Sims is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that could cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
Senzel's got it, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Max Muncy.
Now at the plate, Max Muncy. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
No balls and one strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Full count, here it comes. Count still full, 3-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Standing in now, James McCann. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hit hard on the ground at first. Taken in by Votto, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Dodgers down in order. They hang on to their 10-1 lead. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Ross Stripling is in out of the bullpen now, as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Matt Beatty will also come on now, as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number
Last
45.
half of the 7th here, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Nick Senzel.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
A ball and a strike now. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Not likely to see a fourth fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
The 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Betts has a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, the first baseman, Joey Votto.
Striding into the box, Joey Votto. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Betts is camped under this one. 2 gone.
The third baseman, number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
At the plate, Eugenio Suarez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lays off 1-0.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one. Bellinger brings it in.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove
batter,
on it.
number
Hard
9.
single up the middle.
Second
Yeah,
baseman,
watch your lips right there,
Mike
Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Duncan.
To the plate now, Mike Moustakas, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Let's go, Red! Come on, Red! You can do it!
Comes set and the 0-1. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. And that's a special home run. Mike Moustakas continues to add to his major league total. That's the 200th home run in what's turning into a pretty nice career.
And guys, 200 homers is a feat a lot of players never even get close to. If you get to this point, you've definitely established yourself as something of a decent power threat. So you can bet pitchers are aware of his power when he steps into the batter's box. He's definitely earned some respect.
Nick
The right
Castellanos
fielder,
now.
number 2, Nick.
She'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The windup and the 0-1. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike. Here we go.
No contact there, and it's 1-2.
That's a ball.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
Here we go.
Hard on the ground towards short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dero, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Into the box now, Aristides Aquino. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0.
Ball 2.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
Go, Red.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. And that misses. Ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Scott Alexander takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
Number 75, Scott Alexander.
Freddie Galvis will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. From the stretch, this is skied into short left center. Peterson has a read on it, and that retires the side. But the Reds do push across a couple on this 2-run home run. 7 complete here tonight. It's the Dodgers 10 and the Reds 3. In now, Gavin Lutz. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Down the third baseline. He's got it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Beatty.
Striding in, Matt Beatty, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here's the first pitch to him, and a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
That's popped up. Left fielder coming on, but this will land untouched. 1 out, nobody on. 3-2 now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Justin Turner. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set, and the pitch.
Count 1-0.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
And he misses again, 2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Turned on down the line, but this will get foul. 2-1. Turner in front at 3 balls and a strike.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Castellanos is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Corey Seager.
2 away for the Dodgers here in the 8th. And up next, the former All-Star shortstop, Corey Seager.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. A runner on first with 2 away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for LA. They still lead by 7. It's 10-3. Digging in to try it again, Kurt Casale. It was a walk in his last trip.
Kurt Casale.
Here comes the first pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep into the upper deck and gone. A solo shot here to left. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and this lead has been cut to just 6 now. Number 4 will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
He's hitting for the Reds. Number 4.
And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 2 home runs and 7 driven in. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Bases are empty here. Nobody out. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Hit on the ground toward the left. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Nick Senzel.
Now at the plate, Nick Senzel. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Now the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Let's go, Red.
Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now. Pitch on the way. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang
Number
plays at
50,
first
number
as the
19.
most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Pitch on the way. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. A slider that time that runs away. It's 3-1 now.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Digging in and looking for more, Eugenio Suarez. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And it's fouled away. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. 2 out with the man at first. And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Sinker, 3-2 now.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
3-2 pitch. He spoils another one, and will do it again. The payoff pitch one more time is swung on and missed. He got him. But a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. 9th inning coming up. It's now a 10-4 score. Robert Stevenson enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Robert Stevenson.
Next up for Los Angeles, Mookie Betts. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Mookie Betts.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one.
Oh, that's not even close.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Nope,
Up around the
that's a ball.
letters with that one for ball two.
2 balls.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Here it comes.
Ball 3.
And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now.
3-1.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. This is on the ground over to first. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debro. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. The 0-1 pitch. Hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate,
Now
batter was able to keep his
the left
hands
fielder.
inside that baseball and
John.
drive it up the middle.
Peterson.
At the plate now, Jock Peterson.
Whoa, that
As
pitch
the
down.
first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. It could really use a knock here. 0-for-3 in the game so far.
All right, Red.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
That's ball 2.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
And there's a swing and a miss. 2-1 now.
Count.
From the stretch. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. The 2-2.
Count is 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And that's low, ball 4.
Now batting. The pitcher.
Chris
Your
Taylor
attention,
will
please.
get the call here as he'll hit
Hitting
for the
for
pitcher.
Dodgers. Number 3, Chris Taylor.
And the first pitch misses high here. Perhaps trying to get him to pop something up. It's 1-0. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Now the 2-0. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Would have been a grand slam if he'd straightened it out. Instead, it's a foul ball. The 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Bases loaded here, nobody out. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
I can tell you from experience, bases loaded, nobody out, and you get an infield pop-up, that feels just as good as a strikeout. And now he's just a double play ball away from getting out of this mess.
Settling in now, James McCann. And he's got ducks on the pond, as they say, looking to add to his team's already sizable lead. First offering on its way. In there, no balls and a strike.
Hey, when a pitcher's put in a tough spot, he's usually going to go to what got him here, and that's this guy's slider. Expect to see that more often.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Two and one.
2-1 the count.
High in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 2-2. Oh, here's a drive into the gap in right center as he comes through with extra bases. 1 run scores. As he arrives at second without a play, as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Gavin, look.
Matt Bowman comes on the pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
67, Matt Bowman.
At the plate, Gavin Lutz, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Lutz is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Still only 1 out in the inning. And he fouls this one off. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Into the box, Matt Beatty. And this will be fouled away. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. And he lays off for ball 1.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
He pulls this one into right. That's in there, base hit. And the run is in to score from third.
Wow, that's a baker's dozen. 13 runs right there, and they can't do anything wrong at the plate. I'm no expert, but I would have to bet that the manager would love to save some of those runs for the next game. Regardless, there's some happy men in that dugout.
Standing in now, Justin Turner, as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that's through into left field for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Man, I haven't seen an offensive explosion like this since I don't know when. It's been a combination of spotty pitching and inconsistent defense, and now they posted an amazing 14 runs on the board.
Here's Corey Seager as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Working on a good line in this ball game, 3 for 5 thus far. Here comes the 0-1. Hot shot on the ground to short. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. Dodgers lead this one 14-4. Blake Trinan, the 6'5" right-hander, takes over on the mound.
Number 49, Blake Trinan.
All set for the bottom of the 9th. And that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Yeah, Matt, and that last at bat, that was a pretty good pitch. A fastball down and away that he went out and hooked and pulled it. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm going to have to think about throwing one up and in and standing this guy up to make that outside corner not as appealing.
Come on, Mike.
Now the 1-0 is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Fouled off. And he's way off balance with the swing there. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Nicholas Castellanos is on deck. Count is full. Here's the pitch. High and deep to center field. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
The right fielder, number 2, Nick Castellanos.
In now for the Reds, Nicholas Castellanos. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope, that's
now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
1-1.
Pitch on the way. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. And now pitch on the way.
Ball.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. 1 out, nobody on. Tried to get him with the cutter, but it's a full count, 3-2.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
Come on, Red.
Full count still. Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his third single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
In now, Aristides Aquino, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Runners on first with 1 down. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Take him deep.
Stepping in now, Freddie Galvis. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Let's go, Reds.
Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. The Reds down to their last strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
14-4 is the way this one ends. The Los Angeles Dodgers took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Clayton Kershaw wins his league-leading 10th game of the year, permitting only 2 hits in 6 complete innings. Luis Castillo allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 58 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.